How's your golf game, Coach?
It's not good. We were joking when I was on TV with Coach Pearl. You know, my golf game is not up to par because I've been trying to recruit and put together a staff, and you know, it's a lot of work trying to develop a culture with our basketball program. But my golf game, it's going to be hot and cold today, but I'm just going to have fun. I'm playing with Jeff Maggart. You know, we've been neighbors before in the Woodlands, Texas, north of Houston, so I have a history with Jeff. So it's going to be fun to get out there and play with him.
Coach, like you said, you had been really busy the last several weeks. How important is establishing that visibility right after getting hired?
It's important, and creating an energy for basketball so that basketball can not necessarily be in the shadows of our football program, but be more of a standalone entity and have its own unique value. But it's not going to happen overnight. That's why I signed a long-term deal. And I'm not going to New Orleans, by the way, so all of the Crimson Tide fans can calm down. I'm here to stay, okay? But, you know, it's a lot of work, but I love the challenge of trying to create a culture and create an identity with our basketball program.
Coach, your staff is not complete yet. You got one available. Any insight or where you stand right now? Yes,
I have an idea of, you know, which way I'm leaning. We've interviewed quite a few candidates, and you know, I'm hopefully sometime soon I'll have an announcement. But we're not rushing. We're good right now with our staff that we have in place with Coach Bob Simon and Antoine Petway. Coach in Houston is doing a great job in operations. So we got a lot of work to do. We're putting together our camps that we're going to make an announcement on probably by Friday of this week with our team camps and the Coach Avery individual camp. We got some recruits coming on campus. Again, it's just nonstop. It fits me perfectly. I only sleep 3 or 4 hours a night anyway. So my wife told me you may as well go back and coach. So this fits me perfectly.
Comment on Avery Jr.'s situation?
Do you want me to comment on Avery Johnson Jr. as the parent or as the University of Alabama men's basketball coach? Which one? Because well, I'll comment on it as a parent. So make sure that this is a qualified statement, okay? So as Avery Johnson Sr., not Coach Avery, Avery Jr. is doing well. He got released from Texas A&M University. Avery Jr. will be taking in an official visit to the University of Alabama at the appropriate time. We don't have a date yet, and we'll see what the future holds for him.
Avery, what's your relationship with Bruce Pearl? You mentioned you spoke to him just before on TV, and you both worked at ESPN.
Yeah.
But what's your relationship?
We didn't really have a relationship or a track record before, but obviously, you know, we knew each other from ESPN, and you know, he's a year ahead of me, and in terms of, you know, getting the kinks worked out with his program at Auburn, and you know, we're playing catch up in a lot of ways, but not just with Auburn, but with all of the teams that are at the top of our conference. And but it's great. We have some tremendous coaches in the SEC. That was one of the things that attracted me to this job. You know, Coach Pearl, you know, at Auburn, and you know, Coach Barnes being hired at Tennessee, and Coach Holland at Mississippi State to go along. Now we have a new coach at Florida because Coach Donovan took the Oklahoma City Thunder job, and Coach Cal. So it's just great. I think it's going to be great competition, not only amongst the schools and the players, but the coaches in our conference.
Coach Grant had been discussing with Coach Pearl possibly co-hosting a neutral site sort of event, either with the schools in Michigan, schools in North Carolina or something. Would you like to continue those conversations?
Absolutely. I'm open to all of those conversations. We're not done with our schedule. We have a long ways to go with our schedule, and I'm open to it. I just think for us, we got to get our team together, get ready to play a competitive schedule this year, and then we'll see, you know, what the future holds. And it's the same thing that I've gotten questions about UAB. I just think everything's on the table. You know, I've only been on the job for a month, so we'll get there.
Let's do one more question, guys. You gotta go. Anything else?
All right, thanks.